Hello everyone from Kelowna, BC. Hunter here. Well, we got a lot of news that dropped this week. Some stuff with tech, some stuff with movies, even some things to do with video games. And maybe one or two things that really pissed me off, and I just thought it was worth mentioning. So instead of dropping a whole bunch of different videos explaining one little thing, I decided to drop one big video that had to do with a lot of different stuff. Welcome to Vision All Access. First piece of news we're going to talk about this week is HTC. This week proved that HTC knows what it's doing when it comes to phones. For the last 2 years, they seem to have forgotten, but I tell you, HTC 10 hit it out of the park, and it proved that the company's brand name doesn't stand for high-tech crap. Links in the video description below for my personal first impressions. You'll get to see a little bit of what the phone is bolstering to make it worthy of 2 mentions this week, but definitely worth your time to check out. Avengers 3, which is more commonly known as Captain America Civil War, also is debuting on May 6th, so the release day is getting closer, but that's not the reason we're mentioning this. This is kind of a warning for everybody, because many critics have already gotten a screening of this movie, and this week the press embargo lifted. So these people are full and have free range to post their reviews and a ton of spoilers online. I'm sure someone's gonna post something up there that's gonna deeply upset me. That's why I'm keeping my eyes closed when it comes to anything Civil War until May 6th. The one thing I can tell you is that this movie, from the critics that have rated it, have deemed it 100% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. 100%! The one reviewer that did think the movie could use a little bit of work is currently being hunted down by the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and, well, hopefully we'll hear from him again. Speaking of Marvel, the company also debuted a teaser for their next film titled Doctor Strange, starring the absolutely amazing actor with the best name in Hollywood, Brandenburg Cramblesnatch. Brandahork Cramblehap. Brendan Fraser? Benedict Cumberbatch. Really gotta hand it to Benedict Cumberbatch for making Stephen Strange look just the most awesome that he can in a Marvel cinematic film. And we gotta say that this movie looks incredibly ingenious. It's being made by the same people who made Guardians of the Galaxy, so color me impressed, and I'll definitely be there within the first opening week. Now, we're moving things a little bit along to something a little bit not really my motif, but it did gain my attention at least in the absolute wrongest way possible. We got the CEO of AMC Theaters this week, Adam Aron, a man with 2 first names, that was quoted this week in an interview with Variety, stated that we need to reshape our product in some ways so that millennials can go to the movie theaters with the same degree and intensity as baby boomers. So how does Mr. Aron plan to bring in this new change of millennials enjoying the movie theaters like baby boomers did? Is he planning on putting in, better seating and maybe more enjoyable atmosphere? Better sound equipment, better visuals, like exotic flavoring on popcorn? No, not this man. Allowing people to use their cell phones in the movie theater. Are you freaking crazy, man? No one goes to a movie theater to text. One of my 2 biggest pet peeves when enjoying a movie are people who are on their phones. Seriously, Adam Aron, what is wrong with you? Allowing people to text during a movie in the theater? Do you have any idea how many people this is gonna piss off? This is the worst idea I've ever heard. I just want to go on record as saying that I do not want to be the guy in the wrong because I smacked or threw my popcorn at some 18-year-old because they just couldn't wait to text their girlfriend a little kissing emoji. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be the guy in the wrong. Adam Aron, please change your mind because you're pissing me off. So let's talk about the biggest douche nozzle in the 4th dimension, Congressman Duncan Hunter. Now, Mr. Hunter gained my personal interest not because of his last name, and not because of his pastime, which is apparently blowing e-cigarette vapes all over the place during a congressional hearing. But this week, he was outed for spending $1,300 on Steam games. That's right, the internet guru of PC gaming, Steam. He spent $1,300 on games and then tried to claim it as a personal expense so he could be reimbursed. But it gets better. Upon further investigation, when he was confronted about these charges, he blamed it on his son. Apparently to Mr. Hunter, his son downloaded all those games and, I'm quoting him directly now, I maybe purchased just one. Thank you for thinking we're all idiots, Duncan Hunter, Mr. Congressman. DC Suicide Squad dropped a second trailer this week, which gives us all the chance to view more of Margot Robbie's incredibly awesome costume. And I think there was also clips from the movie in there as well. I'll post the link in the video description below, but I don't know how I feel about this movie. It looks a little bit too out there, but I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm still keeping an open mind. This trailer also marks the second for the company, which is giving us a good idea that the soundtrack from Wayne's World is obviously still pretty relevant. Just remember, you saw it here first. Now let's turn our attention over to the gaming industry for a second and mention a new teaser that dropped for the upcoming game Titanfall 2. This game really has my attention because I really like games where you can get in a 20-foot tall monstrous robot and start blowing shit up all over the place. I might be a disturbed person, but at least I know what I like. Teaser doesn't really show us much of anything, but the full reveal will be on June 12th, and we'll be able to see the full trailer for the game at that point, including some more images, I'm hoping. But for anyone that was ever a fan of MechWarrior, I gotta say that this game looks pretty amazing. I'm a huge first-person shooter fan, and I really hope this game is just gonna knock it out of the park. So far, it looks incredible from what I've seen. Thanks you guys for tuning in to Newsweek here on Vision All Access. Hope you guys found something out of it that you really like. I'll post my handles down here as I always do in case you guys want to like me on social media, Facebook or Twitter. On there all the time. I see every one of your comments. Drop a like on this video. Throw me a subscribe so you can start to see more Vision All Access. And I'll see you guys next time.